Apple has spent years being mocked for showing up late to trends, and now it wants credit for taking control of foldables. The leaks try to frame this as a power move, but at its core, this is still a book-style foldable copying the same Galaxy Z Fold blueprint Samsung normalized years ago. Apple didn't lead the category, it waited until the risk was gone. The supposed headline feature is the display, specifically the crease. Foldables have carried this flaw since day one, and every brand has either failed to hide it or pretended users don't care. Now leaks claim Apple may have solved the problem entirely using a custom metal plate system and liquid metal hinge components that spread stress evenly across the panel. It sounds impressive, but it also sounds like classic Apple marketing wrapped around what is likely refinement, not reinvention. Until people see this display under harsh lighting and daily wear, the idea of a perfectly seamless folding screen feels more like expectation setting than confirmed reality. Thickness is another area where optimism borders on disbelief. Foldables are bulky because hinges, batteries, and durability demands take up space. Yet, Apple's rumored dimensions, around 9 millimeters folded and roughly 4.5 millimeters unfolded, suggest a device that somehow defies basic engineering constraints. Either Apple cracked some secret formula the rest of the industry missed, or something else is being compromised. History suggests Apple prioritizes slimness even when it hurts heat management, repairability, or long-term durability. Screen sizes continue this conservative trend. A 5.5-inch outer display and nearly 7.8-inch internal screen may sound balanced, but it also shows Apple playing it safe. This isn't a bold rethink of foldables, it's Apple shrinking the experience just enough to avoid alienating users who never wanted a big foldable in the first place. Camera hardware follows Apple's usual reserved approach. 4 cameras total, including an under-display inner camera, sounds competitive only because Apple fans expect less experimentation here. Under-display cameras are already a known compromise, and Apple's arrival late means tolerance for quality drops will be low. Then there's biometrics. Dropping Face ID in favor of Touch ID on the power button will be spun as practical, but it's still a downgrade for a product expected to cost over $2,000. This isn't preference, it's a design limitation dressed up as choice. Internally, the specs finally feel serious. The second-generation C2 modem suggests Apple is still fixing past connectivity mistakes. A 5,400 to 5,800 mAh battery sounds large for Apple, which also hints at how demanding this device will be. A September 2026 launch alongside the iPhone 18 Pro lineup is carefully calculated. Avoiding the Fold name won't change reality. This is Apple arriving late, charging more, and daring people to call it leadership.